But we can feel and observe the effects of the force.
Fine. So what is a force exactly? Either you push something or you pull something. Now you go to a restaurant, you go to a hotel, there must be a door. It's written over there, push and pull, isn't it? It's written on the door, push or pull. Have you observed that anytime? Have you ever come across like this? That on the door it is written push or pull? So whenever you do this activity, you are applying the force. We cannot see the force, but we can feel
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
And you can get the effect of the force. If someone pushes you, you fall. If someone pulls you, you get hurt, isn't it? It pains, your hand pains if someone pulls you. So
Yes,
you can
ma'am.
feel it, you can observe, you can feel it. Now let's see what are the push and pull. Please read. First we'll read the push.
Push. A force. Push. A force to move an object away from our body.
So we are
Pull.
pushing.
Pull is when we
Yeah, continue, continue.
pull. A pull is when we apply a force to move an object towards our body.
Okay. Now there is an object over here, and this is your body. Pushes your forces onto the away from the body. This is your body, and this is the object. Pull is towards your body. Now you understood? Did
Yes,
you
ma'am.
understand this? So
Yes.
when you take it towards your body, it is a pull. When you throw it away from the body, it is a push. Now let's say the combinations of push and pull. Please close your mic.
Combination of push
Close your
and
mic.
playing a guitar.
First, close your mic. Someone's mic is on. I cannot hear it properly. Thank you. So now we will see where you have both the activities, push as well as pull. What are these activities? Let's observe. Say, yes, Sakib.
Combination of push and pull. Playing a guitar, saving wood, scrubbing the floor, rowing a boat.
Okay. Now what are these?
Ma'am, in first picture, two boys are, one boy is pulling and one is pushing to move
Yes,
it.
very good, very good. So this is the combination, right? One boy is
Yes,
pulling.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this boy is pulling and
Yes,
this
ma'am.
boy is pushing, right? Can you see this? Good,
Yes,
very good.
ma'am.
I'm very
Yes,
happy.
ma'am.
So let's talk about this one. What is this?
Ma'am,
Pushing.
in second
Very good. There
image,
is only one
the
activity.
man is pushing
Pushing.
the trolley.
Pushing. Yes, yeah, pushing the trolley. Sakib, talk softly better. It is very loud. Talk softly or keep the mic a bit away from you.
Okay, ma'am.
It's very loud
Okay,
actually.
ma'am.
Okay. Now, what is this one, beta?
A man
Ma'am, a man is pulling a box, heavy
Very
box.
good, very
a
good. So
box.
this PL. Now, I think you already have described. I'm so happy. You made my day better. So I want all of you to participate like this. Okay? See,
Yes,
someone is
ma'am.
talking. Someone is speaking
Yes.
in between. Stop the mic better. Lot of disturbance. Otherwise, you shift to a other place better, where there's no disturbance, if possible. Okay, thank you. Now, can anyone describe this?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you
Can
see this on the left hand
The
side?
man is pushing the pin.
Pin. What that person is doing, beta?
Pushing the pin in
Pushing
wood.
the pin. Pushing the pin
in the
in the
wood.
in the board, right? If I do it, if I ask you that I make it like this, do you think you will be able to push?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am,
Why?
because
Why?
it is large on.
On the
Yes.
And on top of that, I will be hurt. The pin will prick me. Don't you think so?
Yes.
The pin will prick
Yes.
me. So what is working over here? Can you tell me? What is applied on this case? What is it?
Surface area.
You understood now?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood? So the surface area is minimum. Where is the surface area minimum? Here. Surface area is minimum. Here in this area it is minimum. And the surface area is
Yes.
maximum. So the application of
Yes.
force is obviously maximum on the more surface area. So it can go inside the board. What do you say? When the
Yes,
force is
ma'am.
applied, the surface area which has got minimum will go inside the board. And if I make it just the opposite, then obviously how much ever force I apply, it will not go inside the board because the surface area
Yes,
is
ma'am.
more. Understood. Okay, fine. Now let's take this example. This is a can. This is a
Yes.
cylinder, cylindrical can. So this is a cylindrical can. Can you see this?
Cylinder.
It is a cylindrical
Yes.
can. Now here the surface area is same as the surface area on top. Both are same. You agree?
Yes, ma'am.
I think it will go in the board. If I apply a pressure with hammer, do you think it will go inside the board?
Yes.
It will go
Yes,
inside
ma'am.
the board. It will go inside.
No, ma'am.
Ah. Why it will not go? Because the surface area is large.
The large.
Yes. And the surface area over here is also the same, so it will not go inside.
Same.
So here it is small and here it is large. Can you observe? Then only it will go inside.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
yes, so the surface area which is in contact with the board should be minimum than on the top. So, what I should say, this surface area should be less and this should
Yes,
be
ma'am.
more. Understand?
More.
Then and then it will go inside the board, otherwise, it will not go. Now, when I'm hammering that cylinder, do you think it will go? It will not go. But what will happen? This cylinder will get crushed because I'm hammering it from the top. So it will get
Yes, ma'am.
deformed. It will get deformed. Understood? It will change its shape because I'm hammering it up from the top. Any problem regarding this slide, beta? Hello?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No,
Okay,
ma'am.
beta. Now tell me, what is this? What is this activity, the
Press
first one? Pressing the switch. So what is
switch.
it? Away from
Push.
the body. So it is pushing. Very good. Now you have to explain me. What is this rocket? What it is doing?
Pulling.
Rocket is pulling. I never knew that.
Pushing. Pushing.
It is pulling. It is pulling that it should come back to the earth. Is it coming back to the earth?
Ma'am, ma'am,
Please
pushing.
understand. Understand and speak accordingly, please. This one, trolley,
Pushing.
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 This one, pushing. Kicking
Pushing.
a ball is pushing.
Pushing.
Hammering a nail,
Pulling.
pulling. Something wrong,
Pushing.
I think so.
No, ma'am. Pushing.
Who is this
Pushing.
person? The
Pushing.
second time he has said like this. What's his name?
Mayuddin. Muskan.
Moyuddin.
Muskan Nurani Mayuddin.
Okay. Beta, did you understand or not? First, you let me know that. I think you are repeatedly saying wrong or giving wrong options. Have you understood it nicely or not? First, tell me that.
Yes, ma'am,
Then we will begin.
understood.
Then why are you giving me wrong answers? You have some explanation regarding it. That why you are giving me all the opposite answers. Why? If you have understood, you will not give me those answers. One thing is that either you are doing guesswork or you have not understood. What is the answer?
Pushing.
No, no, I'm not talking there. Are you doing the guesswork or you don't know the answer?
I know the answer.
Okay, fine. So be careful next time, okay, beta? So this is pushing.
Yes, ma'am.
Now tell me, what is this? Have you played this game anytime? Tug of war?
Yes, ma'am.
This is tug of war. Have you played this game anytime?
यस मैम वो दो डोरी एक साइड से ये
जी जी
खींचे वो वाला
जी जी. From both the sides they are pulled, and the people who are strong will pull the weak ones, right? And then you win the match.
यस मैम
So what is this happening? Is it pulling or pushing?
पुलिंग पुलिंग
Pull. Say like that.
Pulling.
Now someone is ready to shoot the arrow. What it is?
पुलिंग
Pulling.
पुलिंग
Very good. So what he is pulling, beta? He is pulling the.
एरो
No,
Arrow.
he's pulling this. He's pulling the string with the arrow,
Yes,
isn't it? What? He's
यस
not pulling the arrow, beta. He's pulling the string
यस
because the arrow is
yes,
on the string, isn't it? See, arrow is
yes,
over
ma'am.
here. Can you see this? Arrow is over here. Arrow is on the string.
यस
And when
मैम
he's pulling the string, he's pulling the arrow also along with it. So first the string will come. Then comes this one. What is doing?
Pulling a box.
Pulling the box. What is doing? What is he doing?
Pulling.
Pulling the
Door.
door. If you open the door, that means it is pulling the door, isn't it, Vita? How can you open the door? By
Yes.
pulling it, you open the door. Right. What is this one? Pulling the string. The
Pulling the
string.
string.
These are the strings, isn't it? See, these are the strings.
Yes.
So you pull the string, so the flag opens up, isn't it? You understand? So now you know all the activities of pulling and pushing. Any problem? That's the reason that I've taken all these pictures. Okay? Fine. Now you tell me. Now this is the case where we see both pull and push. These are the activities where you can get both the combination pulling as well as pushing. What we learned earlier, it was either pull or push. Now what we will see, it is both pull and push. Any problem?
नो मैम
Okay. First one is playing guitar. What he is doing? He is pulling the
पुलिंग द
string as well
बोथ
as pushing the string. Yes, he's pulling the guitar so you can play a note as well as pushing uh, the strings. Okay. Now we come to sawing wood. So how is the activity? See, first he will push it like this and then he will pull it like this. Yes or no? The activity, the action. We take the saw, this is called as saw. What it is called as? Saw. So he first pushes on the wood and then he pulls it. Then he makes the cut in the wood, isn't it? Have you ever observed this? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So this is an activity where you can see the push and pull together. And you
Yes.
can make pieces of wood. Now you can see the scrubbing the floor. So it is like pull and then she gets it back. So this is pull and push
Push.
activity, isn't it? Pull and push. So you push the scrubber and then you get it back. So what is called this?
Pushing and pulling.
Is it okay? This is scrubbing the floor. Now we come to
No.
rowing the boat. See over here. Now you tell me which one is pushing and which one is pulling. Tell me. Simple. What is this called as beta? This one. This is called as oar. What it is called? Speak with me. Say
Or.
with me. It is called as oar. So what he does?
Or.
He pushes the oar. What he does? He pushes the
Push.
oar, and
Or.
this is what? Boat. What is this?
Both.
Boat. So boat is pulled. Sorry.
First.
He pulls the oar and boat is pushed.
Hmm.
He pulls the oar. So he takes it towards his body. He pulls
Yes,
the
ma'am.
oar towards his body and the boat goes ahead. Boat is pushed ahead. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So when he pulls the oar like this, the boat pushes ahead, and that's how the boat moves. Now you see force exactly is what? It is due to interaction. And what sort of interaction we get? Let's see. Please read.
Ma'am, can I read?
Okay, beta.
Forces are due to interaction. An interaction of one object on another object results in a force between the two objects.
So what do you see?
Example.
Just a moment. Two objects are there. Both of them are applying force onto each other, and later we'll see what is the resultant force of either object A or on the object B, or vice versa. Effect of object B on object A. You understand now? It depends what sort of result we will get.
Yes.
Let's see. Example.
For example, if a man stands behind a car, the car does not move. If he pushes the car, he applies force and the car begins to move in the direction of the applied force.
Okay. Now a car is just simply standing behind a man. Sorry. If a man is simply standing behind a car, do you think the car will move? He's not touching the car. He's just standing behind the car. Do you think the car will move? Hello. If a person is standing behind a car, do you think the car will move? Hello. Moinuddin, can
Yes,
you hear
ma'am.
me? Did you hear my question?
Yes, ma'am.
So give me the answer. Yes?
Hello,
It will,
ma'am.
it will know. Fine, good. Because he is not applying any force. But if he pushes the car, please read.
मैम
Yes?
माय नेटवर्क कनेक्शन मेरा वाईफाई ना कब से वो डिस्कनेक्ट कनेक्ट हो रहा है तो मैं क्या बार बार लेफ्ट हो रहा हूँ तो मैं आंसर नहीं दे सकता
You can do me a favor, beta. Can you, instead of Wi-Fi, can you put on the network data, if
मैम
possible?
माय डाटा इज फिनिश recharge of my data.
Okay. Fine, then. I mean, there's no option left.
Ma'am, I
You
will
have to be
message.
okay. No problem. And then you can see the uploaded video later. The video will get uploaded, isn't it, beta? That you observed then. Huh? But you talk to your father that why this is happening. Huh? Are you understanding what I'm saying?
मैम वो लेफ्ट हो गया
Okay, no problem. आप लोग उसको help कर दीजिएगा later. Okay? Boys, you help him out later.
ओके
Yes,
मैम
ma'am.
वो आ गया फिर से
Okay. So I hope I've informed you, beta, that you can go to the uploaded video later. You don't worry. If it's not possible, then there's no point in joining because you're being removed on your own, just like that. You understand? So don't feel that you cannot give the question and answers. Okay, what is the next sentence? If he pushes the car,
If he
yes, my
pushes the car, he applies force and the car begins to move in the direction of the applied force.
so over here. See over here. If he was standing behind the car was not moving. But when he's applying the force, see, this is how he's applying the force, isn't it? And in which direction is he applying the force? Obviously, this direction. So the car will also move in the same direction. Yes? What do you say?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Now we'll see what are the types of forces applied on the object.
Exploring forces. Number A. If two forces act on a body in the same direction, the net force is the sum of the two forces.
Yes. Read.
Unbalanced force acting in the same direction combined by addition.
What is the addition?
Net force is equal to F1 plus F2.
So all of you understood what is the net force? The addition of the forces. You have to
Yes.
understand over here that the forces that we are talking about is unbalanced. What are we going to talk about? Unbalanced forces. That means
Yes.
F1 and F2 are not equal. What do I say? What am I saying? That F1 and F2 are not equal. They are unequal, and
Equal.
hence they are unbalanced forces. They are not equal. They are unequal. Is it clear?
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
now two forces are acting on a body. Now this is the body. This is the body A, and two forces are acting in the same direction. The direction is the same. So obviously, where the body will move, same direction, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the resultant force? F1 plus F2.
F2.
Simple, and they are unbalanced forces. Any problem?
No, ma'am.
That's it. This is all about this. Now we've come to the second point. Read.
Number B. Unbalanced forces acting in opposite direction combined by subtraction. The net force is the difference between the two forces and is exerted in the direction of the large force.
Okay. This is also unbalanced force. That means one force is greater than the other. Agree?
Yes,
Once
ma'am.
one force is greater than the other, unbalanced force. But here in this case, it is applying in the opposite direction. In the earlier, what have we
Yes.
studied? Same direction. What have we studied, beta? Same direction.
Direct.
Here we are studying that it is opposite direction. So F1 here, F2 here. Remember, F1 is not equal to F2. This you have to remember. One is more than the other. Now my question to you, I'm asking you a question. If F2, F1 is more than F2, where will the body move? Left or right? My question is, if F1 is more than F2, the body will push to left or right? Boys,
Right.
where will the body will push to? Left or right? If F1 is more than F2.
Right.
Very good. The body will push to right because F1 is more than F2.
F2.
So obviously it will push to the right. Similarly, if F2 is more than F1, where will be it push to?
Left side.
Left. As simple as that, it will push to left side. All of you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
A standard, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
So what are we doing? Whatever is more, if F1 is more, so the resultant effect will be F1 minus F2. You agree? If F2 is more than F1, then the resultant will be F2 minus F1. You understood? What is the resultant force? This. Depending upon which one is more. It could be either F1 minus F2 or F2 minus F1. Depending upon which one is greater than the other. Any problem?
No, ma'am.
Fine. All of you understood nicely? You saw this?
Yes.
It is F2 minus F1 when F2 is more than F1. So what is written over here? The effect on the object depends on the net force acting on it. That is the effect of the force. Now we come to another one, another type of the force applied on the object. Let's see what is this. The first two you have
No.
understood? F1 plus
Yes.
F2. Second one is F2 minus F1. Why? First one is The force is applied on the same direction. Second one is the force is applied opposite, so it is minus. Same direction, it is plus. Opposite, so it is minus. And now see, we will have the combination. Yes, please start.
If we pull the block from both sides with the same force, the block remains stationary. The forces are equal and opposite. The net force is zero. Such a pair of forces are called balanced force.
Forces. What is that? Here, the force applied on an object with the same force. See, remember, this is the same force. When I talk about same force, it means it is a balanced force. You can do
Yes,
both the things, both the activities. Like you and your friend are on the either side of the table, and on table there is an object. Okay, and you both are applying force on the object with the same intensity. Do you think the object will move?
no,
Will the
ma'am.
object move? No, it will not move because you both are applying the same force. It will remain as such.
Yes,
And if you try to pull the object from both the sides with the same force,
yes,
do you think the body will move?
no, ma'am.
No. So either push and pull will not work over here, and this type of force is called as balanced force. Let's read.
Balanced force do not change the state of rest or motion of an object, however, can change in size and shape of the object.
So what does the balanced force do? It does not change the state. If the body is at rest, it remains at rest. If the body is moving, it keeps moving. This is called as balanced force. But however, if you apply a force, a balanced force, it may change the size or shape of the body depending upon, okay? Depending upon the object, it can change the shape and size. Now, here in this condition, this force is equal to this force. F is equal to F, right? So, what is the net force? F minus F. What it will be? 0. So, when it is 0,
Zero.
this body will not move. The body will not move. Okay? So, see, with the same
Yes,
force
ma'am.
it is pulled, so the body is not moving. Have you understood now?
Yes, ma'am.
We are going to work on effects of force one by one. First, please read the one which is in gray.
Effects of a force changes the shape temporarily.
Then, read
Number two,
everything.
changes the shape permanently.
Then,
Number three, change the speed of a moving object. Number four, change the direction of a moving object.
object. Then,
Stop a moving object or make a stationary object moves.
this one. This you have already read it.
Changes the
This is a temporary. You have already read it. All these options we are going to read in detail. Let's see what is the effect of force on an object. Please read.
number one. Force can make an object to move from rest. Number two. Force can stop a moving object. Number three. Force can change the speed of an object if it is moving. Number four. Force can change the direction of a motion of an object. Number five. Force can change the shape of an object. Force may cause one or more of these effects.
These are the random effects which we observe when force is applied. Now, in one object, we can have one, in some, we can have two or three types of effects of force. So, it's not fixed that only one object will show on one type of force. It's not that way. An object can show more than one type of effect of force. The first one is force can make an object to move from rest. Now, for example, take this. The car was at rest. The car was at rest. You follow me? Do you follow me? What am I saying? The
Yes,
car,
ma'am.
the car was at rest. He applied a force. The car starts moving. So until unless the force was applied, the car will not move. You agree on that part? So
Yes.
it is at the rest. The car was at the rest. So I applied the force and the car starts moving. So I can change the position of the object by applying force. So it can make an object get into motion. Similarly, if the object is moving, for example over here, see the ball is moving. You apply the force, which is this first stop. The stop is the force, isn't it? You
Yes.
apply the force, you stop the ball. The moving ball you stop. This is one. Third, it can change the speed of an object if it is moving. Here.
This one cycle.
You are bicycling, you are cycling. You pedal it fast,
Yes.
you can change the speed of the cycle. Yes or no? So it is already moving, but you're adding the force, the bicycle starts moving fast. Force can change the direction of a motion of an object. A ball is moving already, and the batsman changed the direction of the ball. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. This is one. Then we come to the next one. Force can change the shape of an object. Look at this. This is a
Yes.
rotli. A rotli is being prepared, right? How it was
Chapati.
before? It was a ball. Yeah, it was a ball of dough. It was a round
Yes.
ball of dough. It was round ball of dough. And what it has become? It has become flat. So what has happened? With the force, with the force, the ball has become a chapati. Yes or no?
Yes.
So there's a change of shape. That's all. So I think one by one I've showed you everything, how the force is acting
Yes.
on these various bodies and what it is doing. Any problem till now? You let
No,
me know.
ma'am.
We have finished almost 15 slides. Have you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Rest of you, Sakib, Sakib, are you there? Is he there, beta? Moinuddin?
Yes, ma'am, but not answering.
Is he unmute? Is he mute or unmute?
Unmute. Mute. Mute.
He's mute. Can you hear me? I don't know. Yes, Sakib, can you hear me? Okay. Now we go to the next one. Now we see what the application of force does one by one. Please read. The first activity is what?
Stretch a rubber band.
Okay, what happens? Now see. Afterwards, what happens? This is the rubber band. Understood? Second
Yes.
one is second activity.
Press a sponge.
You leave it. What you get? Okay.
Yes.
You squeeze a spring. Can you see this over here?
Yes. Squeeze a
In
spring.
the ball pin, you get the spring. Remember, small spring you get. You can squeeze it.
Yes.
Later, when you leave it, these are application of force. What happens? It comes back to its original position. This is
Shape.
what you have to tell you. It comes back to its original position. All of
Shape.
them same. See, the shape comes back. After
Original
applying,
shape.
yes, after we release the force, it comes back to its original position. So what is written over here? Please read.
An object that will return to its original shape and size after being squeezed, pressed, twisted and stretched is elastic.
So now you have learned something that all these things are called as elastic. Rubber band, sponge,
Yes,
spring. Yes, all of them are called elastic. These are metal. Metals are not elastic, you know that. Sponge is not elastic, you know that. But the activity that they are showing is making them to be called elastic. So this is something new that you have learned today.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now see whether these are elastic or not. Say,
Drop a glass.
what happens? See, what happens? It breaks, right? Then what is she doing? Hello,
Tear a piece of paper.
tearing a piece of paper. See what happens? You made a pieces of paper. Third one,
Crush an empty can.
see what happens? The can is crushed. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
So no. Okay. Now read what is written over here.
An object that will not return to its original shape and size after being squeezed, pressed, twisted, and stretched is inelastic.
You understood now?
Yes, ma'am.
Earlier we did elastic, and now we did inelastic. What we did, beta? Inelastic. Okay. So these all these objects are inelastic. So because why?
Inelastic
They cannot come back to its original shape.
shape.
What we knew earlier, you cannot compress a solid. Can you compress a solid? Can you squeeze a solid? No, but we are squeezing sponge.
Yes.
Isn't it? So that was misconception. That was a misguided story. Now we know that it is not like so. So we understand from today's perspective point of view. So read better. A solid cannot be.
Ma'am, lecture is over.
This is over. Okay, better. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks a
Lecture
lot.
is
All of you? Okay. I hope, Sakib, where were you? I called you twice. You did not answer me. Because what I wanted is all of you will take part in reading the slide. Today only Moinuddin carried on because you people never gave me answer. So that's the reason why I asked Moinuddin to continue. But I wish that all of you take part in reading the chapter. What do you say? What do you say, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you should take part in reading the slide. Okay. Have a nice day and goodbye. Bye, beta.
We can cross on you. Not of my, not of my, your,